And now we move on to Father's Day. As the Doctor and Rose land in late 80s London, they are here due to Rose's request of Rose simply wanting to see her dad, as her dad died when she was very young. As they stand at a street corner, seeing Pete Tyler in all his glory, about to get hit by a car in a hit and run, Rose decides to step in and save Pete's life, thus causing a rip in the fabric of reality, and terrifying monsters come out of nowhere to sterilize the wound. So with that synopsis done, let's get my thoughts and opinions of this episode. So, the plot, in my opinion, I think it's fantastic. When it comes to terms of characters, the Doctor takes the back seat here. He's not the centre of attention in this episode. He's in fact just a side character, one that insists that he knows everything about the rules of time and is questioning whether he made the right choice in bringing Rose Tyler along in the first place, claiming that he just picked another stupid ape. I like to take a bit of offence to that, but I'm not allowed to. But then again, I'm a phoenix, so I don't need to take offence. When it comes to other characters like Rose, she is front and centre for this entire episode, and having to try and deal with the loss of her dad, but knowing that she saved him, it's a tough thing to really deal with. It's a very sensitive subject, and I understand what Rose is feeling throughout this episode. Moving on to Pete, he's labelled as a great character, as being such a good man, but when Rose gets to know Pete, it turns out he's not. He's just an average person which makes mistakes and is not as great as you are told. And as harsh as that may be, I think it makes the episode better, because you can be told so many great things about someone, and then when you meet them in real life and find out they're not as great as you thought, it's a harsh reality, but it's great to see. The Reapers are the monster of the week here, and for me, I like them. They have a great design, being stony gargoyles, angels of death rather, let's say. Ultimately though, they are underutilized, but that's okay. In this episode, the focus is not on the Doctor, it's not on the monsters, it's on the dynamic between Rose and her father. So with that, I can forgive that the Reapers are not very standout from this episode. Now, overall, this episode explores multiple things. As I said, it shows that Pete, being shown to be a great guy, is not actually a great guy. That's done well. It also explores the themes of death, and also it shows in Rose's perspective the 5 stages of grief, which isn't easily noticeable on your first viewing, but when you take a step back, go back into the episode and see it firsthand, you can understand the emotions Rose is feeling throughout the entire episode. Denial, bargaining, anger, depression, and finally acceptance at the very end. This episode it really pulls at the heartstrings, and whilst I understand it may not be for everyone for one reason or another, for me personally, I love this episode because I like the kind of episodes that can tug at your heartstrings a bit, ones that can make you emotional, and one where the Doctor doesn't necessarily have to be front and centre, the guy that knows what he's doing all the time. And to have him removed halfway through the story just so Rose and Pete can figure out how to fix the situation by themselves, I think was an ingenious move by the writers. And with all that, with very minor downsides to this episode, I'm going to rank this episode as a very solid and very high 9 out of 10. But with that, it's time to move on to World War II during the London Blitz, where we are greeted by Gas Mask Zombie, just looking for his mummy.